students. I'm here at the Ohio State Fair in the horse barn to demonstrate linear perspective, a concept we're going to learn about this week. There are two terms that you need to know for linear perspective. One is the horizon line, where the ground and the sky meet, which, since we're inside, is a little hard to understand, but it's basically this line right here. You can see the ground, and then the wall sort of takes over. If we were outside, that would be where the sky is taking over. The second term you need to know is the vanishing point. In some cases you'll have more than one, but we'll cover that later. For the vanishing point, it's where everything seems to disappear. This hallway is a great example of that, because as you can see, we've got lines that go all to the center here. Got 4 lines converging here into what looks like everything's getting smaller and smaller and smaller until eventually it would disappear. You would see this if you were driving down the highway, a long country road, and there wasn't, anything blocking the end of it. You would get that vanishing effect. So vanishing point is always where everything looks like it is going to disappear. So you can follow my fingers there. And that right there is the vanishing point. What I'm looking at right now is one-point perspective, meaning there's one vanishing point. If you are looking through a hallway, it's always going to be in one-point perspective. So if you were to draw it, you would draw it just like this. For this week's project, you're going to need to apply the concept of linear perspective and vanishing points by drawing a building. So we're going to use this food stand in front of me. There's 2 ways that you can draw any building. You can draw it in one-point perspective, where we talked about that hallway effect. And in drawing in one-point perspective, you're basically going to have a straight square right on the front of the building, not including the roof. And then you're going to see part of it get smaller as it goes away. You could also draw this in 2-point perspective by moving your body a little bit. And then you're going to have both parts of the building getting smaller. So you've got, instead of a straight square, you've got 2 lines going away, 2 lines going this way. And so you would have a vanishing point over here and a vanishing point somewhere over here, a little bit farther away. When drawing a house in 1-point perspective, you don't want to draw it straight on. Or 1 or 2-point perspective. You don't want to draw it straight on. So, like if I draw this house right now straight on, it's going to show up very flat on my paper. But if I just move my body just a little bit so that I can see part of the side of it, I'm going to get a better angle, and it's going to look a little bit more 3D. So if I move myself like this, you can again see those lines that go down, and you would see them if the bushes weren't here also kind of going back. So you can see the whole building is getting smaller as it goes out to the edges here. That's 2-point perspective. So you can easily see if you're on the corner of a building, that's the way you should draw it.